It's finally Friday, which means once again, it's time for another episode of Wctv.
Today, we will be covering this year's show choir and jazz vocal, the new gym, and learn a little bit more about texting and what people think of it.
So Casey, are you going to the variety show this weekend?
Of course, I wouldn't miss it for the world.
I hear this year's theme is School of Rock. Sounds pretty rockin' to me.
Haha, good one, Luke. Guess what my favorite part is each year?
What, Casey?
The show choir and jazz vocal. They're always so entertaining.
No kidding. I wonder what they have up their sleeves this year.
Lisa Fia found out just what these talented people have been up to this year.
Whoa. Okay, I may not be the best dancer, but that's because I'm not in show choir. Show choir and jazz vocal are long-held traditions here at the high school, and their success is largely due to the devotion of students.
I'm in show choir because I've been in it for 4 years, and I love to perform and dance on stage.
Well, this is my first year in show choir, but I love show choir because I love singing and dancing.
I'm in show choir because I've watched my brother and sister both be in it, and I thought it looked like a lot of fun.
Jazz vocal's different than show choir because we don't dance, except for her, and there's fewer of us.
Jazz vocal's really fun too.
It's not just the students that have to be so dedicated. A big part of it comes from the leadership, and currently Mr. Greenfield is the director of the choral department. This is his first year here, and judging by the past success of jazz vocal and show choir, he has some big shoes to fill. But the work will all pay off soon. What are you guys working on right now?
We're preparing for the variety show, which is next week, next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then we have tour of schools yet this year, and a few different extra things that people invited us to come perform for.
Why are these programs important to the high school?
Well, these programs are important because it gives kids a different opportunity to experience something in music. It gives them extracurricular possibilities and something to do outside of school beyond just what we do in the normal classroom.
I'm Lisa Villa reporting for WCTV, and for those of you already tapping your feet to the concept of being in jazz vocal or show choir, you'd better dance on over to auditions on May 15th. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Lisa. I can't wait to see the variety show now.
No kidding, it looks like it's going to be a pretty fun time.
You're telling me it seems like there's a lot of great new things every year.
Yeah, it seems like things are really changing around this school.
What do you mean, Casey?
You know, the new gym. The community recently voted in favor of a big change for our very own beloved Jeff Gym. Here's Jess O'Connell with the story.
Jefferson Gymnasium was built over 70 years ago, and teams across the state of Iowa came to this gym to play. It was the gym of its time, and it's become quite a tradition. But now we're ready for something new. Jeff Gym is old, outdated, parking is limited, and there are just not enough room for the fans. There's a lot more to learn about this new gym. Here's some information Mr. Howard gave us.
In the northwest corner of the existing building, the PE gym that's there now will still be there. It'll be refinished down to the original wood. There'll be a new set of bleachers put in there to make a 9th grade gym, and an extra gym for volleyball tournaments and wrestling tournaments, and to use for another practice gym. The new gym will go to the northwest of that. It's a 48,000 square foot facility, so it's a big building. It'll have a college-sized gym floor for competition basketball, and 2 college-sized gym floors side by side for practice, and obviously multiple volleyball floors in there, and room for 3 wrestling mats, and 4 new locker rooms, 2 boys, 2 girls, and some storage area and some classroom areas. So it'll be a pretty neat building.
Now we know the basic information about where and why, but this gym is going to cost us about $13 million. With our economy, how are we going to pay for it?
Well, first of all, the timing with the money possibilities, with the state 1-penny sales tax that was put in 2008, opened up a revenue stream where conservatively over $23 million will come into our school district over the next 20 years, and it's coming whether we spend it or not. And it can only be used for facilities and buses.
Knowing that the new gym won't raise taxes is a relief. It'll be a bigger relief, though, knowing that the students are happy. A few student athletes offered their opinion. What are you looking forward to about the new gym?
I'm excited to have a new atmosphere and have a gym that'll be able to hold more fans.
I'm excited because it'll be after school and we'll have after school practice instead of morning practice.
What do you think some of the downfalls are going to come with the new gym?
The tradition of playing in Jeff Gym will be over.
Half the parking lot will be used up and there'll be less parking.
I hope you're more informed about this new addition to our school. This is Jessica O'Connell reporting for WCTV, and new traditions are about to start in this new gym.
Thanks, Jessica. The new gym will be a great improvement to our school district.
Yeah, I can't wait to get rowdy.
Settle down, Casey. Not much action is happening in the gym right now, but there's a lot of action happening at the Capitol with the new texting ban.
Wait, what? Texting ban?
Yeah, maybe if you were paying attention instead of texting, you'd know. I hope you don't do that when you're driving.
Of course not. Everyone knows that's dangerous. Allison Tyndall got the message on to text or not to text.
Texting has become a major part of life today. It's fast, convenient, and fun, and because of this, many find it hard to refrain from texting. This fact has posed a lot of questions, the most important being to text or not to text while driving. This question has become very important because texting while driving is very distracting for drivers who should be concentrating on the road instead of their phones. Recently, Iowa legislature has considered this problem and decided that it's time to take action. The bill is currently in legislation. The House wants to ban drivers from reading and sending text messages, but the Senate wants drivers to be able to read messages. Some versions of the bill would impose a $30 fine on texters and drivers, and other versions of the bill would only apply to teenage drivers. But with all the disagreement between the House and Senate, it's hard to say what the final version of the bill will be and when it will be effective. Do you think a $30 fine would stop yourself or others from texting and driving?
Not really. I think that the fine would need to be higher in order to stop somebody from doing it again. Because, I mean, $30 is like nothing to us teenagers.
Of course not.
I think it could be higher, but I still think a fine will help.
Officer Pat Seeger of the Webster City Police Department thinks the intent of the law is good, but he also thinks that it will be hard to enforce. Do you think the ban on texting and driving should only apply to 16 and 17-year-olds?
No, not really, because even my mom texts while she's driving. It's pretty bad.
Yes, I do.
No, I don't think anyone at any age should text while they drive. It's way too dangerous.
Officer Seeger agrees. He says whether you're 40 or 16, if you're texting, you're not focusing on your driving. There's no doubt that texting and driving is risky. Even though the ban has yet to be finalized, it's certain that texting and driving will not be tolerated in the future. I'm Allison Tyndall reporting for WCTV, and the next time you're driving, think twice before you text.
Thanks, Allison. I'll be sure to keep my phone where it belongs, in my pocket.
Well, it looks like that's enough fun for today. Make sure you head out to the variety show this weekend. It starts at 7 tonight and Saturday night, and on 2 on Saturday.
Tune in next week for a sneak peek of what goes on down behind the cameras, a recap of the variety show, and a visit from the Easter Bunny. Peace out!
Cub Scout!